Hey everybody, it's Ken Compton from the Savvy Inspector, and we're talking to you today about one of the workshops coming up in October, and I've got Coach William with me, and I'll tell you, this is one of Coach William's favorite topics. Not that Ken don't like it, but William loves this. So William, welcome to the call.
Great to be here, Ken. Can't wait to talk about this one.
Let's see, what are we talking about today, William?
This is events and presentations.
Events and presentations. You know, I think what happens is with most home inspectors, they're leaving money on the table because they're either not marketing real estate offices at all, or they're not marketing real estate offices effectively. I don't think it's good enough to go in there and drop off your brochure and your business card. Do you, William?
Not at all. I've tried that. It does not work.
Well, I mean, isn't that the strategy that most of the, let's don't bash the schools, but most of them teach?
You bet. Yeah, make a long list of all your credentials and drop it off.
Yeah. Then you'll know what's in it for you, but not them.
Exactly.
That is crazy. So we want you to maximize the income that you can earn from marketing real estate offices by becoming way better at events and presentations. And so, William, we say this, and I teach this strategy, and when our customers get this, or they get an epiphany, I would rather you be a big fish in a small pond rather be a small fish in a big pond. And let's talk about why.
Yeah, great. And you know, when I first joined the Savvy, one of the first things that I came across was how to handle the 800-pound gorilla, you know, in your market area. So it's kind of that same deal. You want to be that 800-pound gorilla, if you will. So being able to drill deeper into these offices, if you've got an office that you're doing well in, you want to do better, this strategy will definitely get you in there. You become that big fish, you become that expert, you become the turn-to person when they got questions. Heck, I've even got agents that it's quite common for my phone to ring, and they're out showing property, and they're asking me questions about what they're seeing. So, I mean, it really separates you from the other fish in the pond, if you will.
It definitely does. And you know, one of the things I talk to our clients about all the time is when you're doing relationship marketing, if you turn these real estate agents, remember the ones that we're working with are the ones that want you to be a professional complement to their sales process. Not we're not talking about the few that are a pain in the neck.
Right.
But what you really have to do is turn these acquaintances into friends. And when you do that, you're a big winner.
I agree, and having yourself stand out from the other folks. You know, when you go to these events or whatever it may be that you're supporting, and you are boring, and you stand there and hand out your business cards, that's not what we're talking about.
Boring is bad. Yeah, both start with a B and they're bad. Okay, so really what happens is we're not going to get into all the nuts and bolts of real estate agent marketing because that's a big topic. We are going to help you with a few of those items, but we're going to assume if you're going to be interested in this workshop that you're either already calling on real estate agents in their offices and you'd like to get greater market share there, or that you want to start calling on real estate agents and leverage that strategy for more revenue. Now, if you hate real estate agents and you under no circumstances are you ever going to market in a real estate office, this workshop isn't for you, okay? I mean, we just want to be completely transparent. If you never going to do real estate agent marketing and you don't like real estate agents, don't come to this workshop. Please come to the direct to the public workshop. You'll love that one way better.
Exactly. You know, and when we say presentations and events, there are a lot of different events. It may not be a real estate agent event per se. It could be a lender event or charity event or you know, Habitat for Humanity event, those kind of things. That doesn't have to necessarily be centered around the real estate agent.
Right. And I mean, we really want you to gain skill sets, and we're going to teach you a bunch of different things. We're going to set up mock event so that you can participate in it, and you'll say, this is how I would set up my mock event. We're going to really get in. Remember, at the workshop, we roll up our sleeves and get to work. This isn't some lecture from William and I or one of the other coaches. This is we're going to share information with you, then we're going to do it. Okay, so we'll tell you what to bring, certainly your computer and other things, laptops, but this is a roll up your sleeves and get your hands dirty type of workshop on events and presentations. And William, it's going to be October the 23rd through the 25th. of the beautiful year 2014. Let's talk about a minute about what other type of events we'll be talking about. I think I love, and I know you do too, and that's Lunch and Learns.
You bet. And I'm so excited about this class. Lunch and Learns, staff meetings, continuing education events. We do one here that's a blood drive for a local real estate office. Awards banquets. I mean, this list goes on and on. Affiliations. Realtor affiliations or associations. These events are just every opportunity that we get where we can get exposure. We jump all over these. And now we've done so much of it, and the marketing before, during, and after, which we'll talk some more about, has gotten us to the point where our phone rings now and they're asking us. It used to be, I was really knocking on doors and trying to make this happen, but we've become so well known for it now that when people are thinking sponsor or presentation or the Lunch and Learn or the staff events, we're getting those calls. So we stay really booked up at least 2 or 3 times a month. We'll have one of these events going on.
When we first started our home inspection company, we would go out. Year one, we grew our business exclusively from direct mail. But year two, we said we got to do some other things to solidify our relationships that we have with our agents and to gain new agents in those offices. And so we got out and did realtor marketing, and events were a big thing. And I first didn't really know how to do events very well, and we weren't as successful at it. But as we moved forward, I said, wow, this is a big one. And I know, William, you guys did a unique one where you teamed up with a real estate office, a home builder, and did a big event for consumers.
That's right. And anytime that you can partner with other vendors, it's just a feather in your cap. And another one that we had was a local office, fairly new, big hitter though, and they were having some trouble getting the team to come together for these for meetings and events. So I actually teamed up with the broker owner of that office. And we partnered financially in some other ways, and together we're able to fill that room. So not only was it a feather in our cap for our own firm, but look at the mark that we made with that broker and being able to help him achieve his goals as well.
I mean, with this strategy, what are we really trying to do? We're trying to help you get more revenue. We're trying to help you build your relationship, turn these acquaintances into friends, and have people look at you as a go-to person. Your firm is the go-to person. And events and presentations are a great way to do it. I can remember the first time I spoke. Now, remember, I owned a big company before I became in the home inspection business. And I was asked by a real estate agent to come out to this new subdivision, and they have lots of different agents from all over. And he said, would you spend 15 minutes going over these topics? And so I did no notes, just a presentation right there. And the first thing he said after my remarks right in front of everybody said, damn, a home inspector that can actually speak. Maybe other home inspectors can't speak, but you and I, and we were talking with your daughter the other day, Miss Kayla, and she brought it out that more people are more afraid of death than they are. I mean, more afraid of public speaking than they are of death.
Yeah, and I was in that boat as well. I dreaded it, nervous wreck. The thing is, the thing that goes through most everybody's mind is, I'm going to be so nervous, and I'm going to get tongue-tied, and I don't know what to say. We're going to help you with that. We're going to let you know what you need to say, or give you some good advice of some script to go off of, so that you are saying the right things. And then, when you talk about being nervous, we're going to share some things that really help me to get past that. I'm at the point now where, I can walk up in front of them and never even think twice about it. But there was a time when, when I really had the butterflies going on, but you can get past that.
Right. I'm only disappointed in public speaking when the crowd's too small.
Yeah, good point.
Oh, I'm teasing you. So we are going to get into the what, the why, the how of all of these. And William alluded to it a minute ago, and this is very important. If you're going to have a successful event and you're going to be asked by others for you to come and do their events, the thing you have to do is you have to do some advanced work There's some things you have to do while the event is going on, and there's some things that you have to do after the event that will really make the event hugely successful. And William and Sherry have been, I would say, of all the clients we have in this aspect of their business, they have been more successful than anyone else in the Savvy Inspector. They know how important it is. They have perfected what to do before, during, and after. And William and Sherry are going to teach you folks that stuff. I'm just going to be at back of the room listening. But they're going to give you great step-by-step instructions, a blueprint, if you will, on how to make this happen. And it's going to take us some time. We're going to spend a lot of time on that aspect of it.
Right. You know, step one is getting yourself invited, and then the next thing is don't just show up. You know, you need to be a part of that event, and we're gonna show you how to do that, to leave a mark. I refer to it as the ripple effect.
Right. And you know, William, what happens is I've been to a million home inspector events where it was a realtor event and home inspectors were there at their booth. And the real estate agents didn't just naturally gravitate over to your booth, do they?
No, not at all.
And the things we're going to teach you at this workshop on October 23rd through the 25th, they're not only going to gravitate to your booth, they're going to hang out, and your competitors are going to be totally PO'd. They're not doing what you're doing.
I agree. You know, most of these events, especially if it's an affiliate event like that or association, you know, these agents have a card that they carry around, and in order to be eligible for the grand prize, they have to get a check mark from every vendor that was there. And so you'll watch them buzz around, get that check mark, and move on. But when they land at your table, they're going to be there a minute, and they're going to have a good time.
All right. And that's what it's all about, because you're really just building relationships, and you're getting to know people, and they know you as a fun person, that kind of thing. So events and presentations can be hugely valuable. I will tell you that I have some large clients. They have lots of inspectors, and one of these in particular, they never did these types of events and presentations, and they were very successful. But I said to them in a meeting in November of the year before, we always do our planning in November, December, and I said to them in a planning session, you're going to never reach your full potential unless you learn how to market real estate agents and use events and presentations as the key. And so we talked about their strategies. We built a mind map together on what they'll do in the next year. They faithfully did it, and now I can't tell you how much larger they've grown as a result of it. And they're trying to rival you, William, for the king and queen of events and presentations.
All right, good for that. I hope they do. That's awesome. Awesome.
And you know, in our mastermind group, I think one of the things in the high octane mastermind group, we've spent a lot of time talking about, for instance, George had a high tech event. And so we brainstormed together what would be cool to do in that high-tech event that would get people's attention and drive more traffic to his booth. And our mastermind group was very successful in working with George, and he had a very successful event.
Excellent. I think I helped them out there a little bit as well. But, you know, the bottom line with this is, why do you do this? You know, it's to establish yourself as the expert, build those relations, all that good stuff. But the bottom line is to get more business. And, you know, I just did one. My daughter went over with me, and we just did one in a new office that we haven't been in very long at all. I'm just trying to drill deeper in there. So this was an office presentation. I had like 15 minutes. To give a little spill. The very next day, you know, we got a brand new agent out of that, so it paid for itself, just like that. And, you know, if we do a good job for that fella and he's happy with us, he's going to spread the word, and that's how these things grow. Just the circle gets wider and wider.
You know what we're going to also share as a bonus strategy? One of those sneaky little things we do when you only have 5 minutes to speak at a sales meeting, and how you can leverage that 5 minutes into new agents the next day.
You betcha. I use that strategy in this little 15-minute speech I had, because it is very, very powerful.
That's right. They'll be experts at it. Now, I'm going to tell you, we're going to push you a little bit out of your comfort zone here in this workshop. And I don't mean, you know, bad, negative, but we're going to get you to do some things that you hadn't thought about, and maybe some things that you would have never done on your own. So when you come to the workshop, bring your computer. We'll tell you what to bring, but you'll have that computer open. You're going to become a master at before, during, and after the event. We're going to have mock-ups, and you'll need to bring a digital camera, the whole thing, so that we can really, really make the most of our 3 days together. And you know what happens is we're going to work hard during the day. We'll get in the classroom about 8 o'clock, 5 o'clock we'll cut out. We'll have dinner together. We've already had lunch together and breakfast together. We'll go have dinner and we'll have a social reception after dinner where we'll all get a chance to network more and more and learn and talk about the things that they're going to do, that you're going to do with this information once you get back home. So you can really become a super marketer. Again, if you don't like real estate agents or you have no intention of ever calling on real estate offices, this workshop isn't for you. I would encourage you to attend the Go Direct to the Public workshop. So it'll be fantastic, and I know that you'll gain a lot of great skill sets that you can use to get more business. How about other things, William, you want to say about it before we get out of here?
You know, it's all about getting the biggest bang for your buck, as we said, and we're going to get this so simplified for you. What you do before that event, you know, what to do during that, what to bring with you to that event, how to set up your table toppers. I mean, from A to Z, we're going to cover this so that it can't be any more simplified for you. And then what to do after that event as follow-ups to make it linger a little longer. Again, trying to get your biggest bang for your buck, establish yourself as the expert in your market.
And you know what? William and Sherry have a ton of fun at this. I watch their events, and you know what happens is they're having a big time. I mean, they're enjoying the heck out of themselves.
Yeah, this is the farthest thing from what I'd call work that there is.
That's right. Why? Who said we had to be old, mean, stodgy old home inspectors? Why can't we have some fun on the job as well?
I guarantee it.
But we're going to teach fun on October the 23rd through the 25th for the workshop on events and presentations. William, I look forward to seeing you there, and I'll talk to you soon.